Okay, what we got going on here is we have a 2022 Toyota Corolla with a no charge condition. And you can see right there, let me get this light turned off or out of the way. You can see it looks like it's not charging, negative 25 on the amps, 1179, 80 on the volts. So it's not charging or not charging very well. It's got its second alternator, and it was diagnosed, well, customer diagnosed it once with a bad alternator. Another mechanic diagnosed it as a bad alternator, and because in all actuality it's real sketchy on how you even test this stuff. But I was just going to hook this clamp up to see what the voltage was, and I jumped my terminal jumped between here and here, and the motor surged and carried on, and I don't know what all was going on, but I got looking right here, and I don't know if y'all can see that or not. You see that deflection? We have a loose connection right there, and we'll probably have some intermittent battery stuff. We'll tighten that up and see what happens. Okay, like I was explaining just a second ago, we'll get this camera to stop wiggling. I was putting the cable on and I jumped across here, and the motor surged. And I got looking, and oops, sorry about that. I got looking right here, and you can see, I thought first there was something going on here because you can see the movement in this black plastic piece, but that's all that is. But the problem is right here. You see that stud moving on that terminal? So we're going to take that loose. Hopefully that's a 13. Yep, and it's very loose. I'm going to have to see if I can do some cleaning there. And if I can even drop the nut and lose it. Well, isn't that something? So what am I gonna have to do? I guess I need to take it loose here to make sure there's no arcing under there. I guess, and also guess I need to take this negative terminal loose before I get too deep into this thing. Really and truly, I should just be able to snug that up because I doubt if there's got much arcing in there, but I don't want to take the chance. And how much you want to bet that this whole alternator debacle started by somebody by a bad battery, which is much more likely for a 2022 as opposed to an alternator, particularly when it's got less than 70,000 miles on it. Gonna pull this one off. Got that one off. Gonna securely put that nut up there. And we're going to see about lifting this terminal, see what kind of arcing we got going on down there. I don't see any arcing signs. So everything was clear. I'm going to hit a brush on that real quick. I don't see any signs of any arcing down in there. Put that back on. I'll put this factory nut right there. Now I got to search for that other nut so I can put it right there. Battery's disconnected, so we should not have any interference from possibly arcing anything. Thought I heard something hit. Nope, I think I might have got it. Come on, get out of there. There was no arcing there, so I got that one on there. That one on there. I'm going to put this back on here. And Well, I'm going to loosen that up a little bit more because I think it could go down some. All right. Now, tighten this up. And hopefully the battery's down enough that when it cranks up and goes to charging, that it's just going to sing and you'll be able to hear it. But we'll find out in just a second, won't we? So let's see what we'll get now. And guess what? It's not charging, and it's probably done blowing the alternator. It's really hard to say which is more important, a good alternator or good workmanship putting it in. This is the original Toyota brand new alternator, and I put it on. Everything went seamlessly except for getting the belt on with a little bit of a pain. And now we're looking over, we've got the battery all connected up, all the connections are clean and tight, and we are charging at 14 volts and 10 amps. Well, fluctuating between 13.99 and 14. And one thing I noticed right away when I cranked it up, ignition on, was the first time I ever saw the battery light on this thing. I'm going to turn it off right now and turn the accessory back on and see there is a battery light up there. That's the first time it's been on since the car's been here. And I find that kind of interesting. And you crank it up and it goes right out, goes to charging just like it's supposed to. Imagine all that. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm probably going to go to lunch. I'm going to come back and check and clear all the codes in the vehicle, finish doing my paperwork, and this one will be done. Hope this helps. Kind of want to go back and look at the signal at the alternator, but I don't want to tempt fate, so we will leave it alone and save it for another day. This one needs to go. Sparky out. I hope this is going to make sense somewhere along the way. Right now we're commanding a voltage of 12.5 volts. Hope you can see that. And we're looking at the oscilloscope, and that is the pattern we have at 12.5 volts command. Hope you can count the lines up and down. The hump looks different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start this again. So we're going to be seeing that pattern repeating, it looks like. So it looks like to me it's repeating. So now I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to change the voltage to 14.8, which is the max we can put in. And we're going to see if this changes. Now it looks to me like it has, so I'll have to freeze it again to count. Let's see if I can do this. Alright, so now all I got to do is compare this pattern with the one that we just had, because this is at 14.8. And count the humps. Hope this helps. Sparky out.